Okay. So success story for self or for others. Okay. So write what is your, in this template, you can in fact add more rows and put whatever you need to put here. Now, this is very important piece. List 10 pain areas of your target audience. So I'm going to be adding one more section here called target audience. I realize the importance of doing that. So I'm going to add target audience separately because I see that some of you have offering for parent as well as children, and then the communication is all mixed. Half the time you're talking about parent, how you're addressing the pain of the parent, and sometimes you will suddenly talk about how you're addressing the pain of the child, and there is lack of clarity in your communication. So I am going to create a separate section in this template called target audience, and then I want you to, for each target audience, I want you to write down the, if you have one offering and it is for multiple target audience, then I want you to write down the pain for that target audience. For example, if you are in a product which say boost the confidence of a child, now the child has some, child itself is your target audience, but the child is not going to pay, the parent is going to pay, right? So you have to address your communication to the parent, but you also have to address it for the child. So now offering is same, but when you know what to talk to the parent and what to talk to the child, that's how you create a high impact conversation, high impact conversion conversation. Your chances of sales go higher because you've covered every aspect. And that is why if you are meeting 10 people, you will get 8 out of 10 unless they don't want to pay you. Otherwise, you meet 10 people and only one comes because somewhere in the conversation, by chance, the sale has happened because something they wanted and you happen to say. So I don't want by chance success. I want a by choice success. I want you to have by choice success. Okay. So I will create that section, and then you can further refine this template as per your needs. So that is why it was very important. How we are building up from day one. Everything that is being said here is said in a specific context. Okay. So it was important to know your challenges. And then I asked you to prepare a list of courses. And then I asked you to select one course based on yesterday's input, that the pain that you are solving in the market, you must be passionate about that. If you are not passionate about that, you will either fail, or even if you succeed, you will lack fulfillment, right? So there were 7 P's for the GPS system. What benefits you will give to the pain areas. For that, you have to identify, are you solving a pain in the market, a problem, or are you in the business of pleasure? For example, most of the businesses are in the business of pain, but we have travel is a business of pleasure. But if you look at it, there is also pain there. You don't want to go through finding the resorts yourself. You don't have time. You want to get good deals. You don't want to book the flight tickets. You want all the headaches to be outsourced. So basically, it's a pain. But the business is business of pleasure. So right. So everything is about pain. A problem that you're solving in the market, a problem. Chase problems. See what problems you can solve, and how many people are facing that problem, and are they willing to pay you money? What is the potential of the problem that you can solve? So I had a friend, just long back, okay, 17, 18 years back, okay. I had a friend who was struggling to get the potty seats, for her baby, okay. So she was really very keen on that, and she was not able to find good ones. So she started that business, and it was doing very well for her because she found out there is a problem, and she wanted to create something. So that became her passion, helping parents, because that becomes so clumsy. 17, 18 years back, I'm talking about, right? So start watching, observing problems, and with this COVID effect, see what are the problems. So what is the problem? E-learning is a problem right now. E-teaching is a problem right now. Teachers are struggling. Teachers are not getting salary. It's a huge problem. So there is a opportunity for teachers to get rid of employment only. If you are a good teacher, a valuable knowledge giver, you don't even have to go anywhere. The math kind of subject, the world is your playground. If you're a great teacher, you have valuable, way to teach the subject. This is not for ordinary or average people. It will not fly off because you need a lot of perseverance, a lot of online presence, a lot of things, to make all of this work together for you. Right? So we looked at the GPS yesterday. So your mission should come from your passion. What are you passionate about? The mission statement will come from your passion. I am passionate about giving employment skills to engineering graduates who are not able to qualify the written tests, because that may be your story, right? You may be passionate about an eco-friendly environment, naturalism, naturalism, whatever, right? Then you build a business around that. Your mission should be around that, right? And your products can be how people can go eco-friendly, how they can reduce, recycle, reuse. Whatever the product, make eco-friendly straws or eco-friendly spoons or eco-friendly cups, I don't know, whatever it is, right? So it's very important that what are you passionate about? Here again, I want to share a story. I started 7 diverse businesses. IT, I cannot say, see, what I am doing right now, I'm really passionate about it. For me, the time I spend with you is itself the outcome of my program. The way I'm giving you whatever insights life has given me itself makes me very fulfilled and happy, right? So, but when I started my IT company, that was not my passion. I just happened to be there. Then I started a hobby studio, Talent Time. Again, it was not my passion. I was not a teacher myself. Yoga, salsa, keyboard, guitar, all these classes used to happen. I was just a facilitator. I saw there is a problem. I had money, I had ideas, I had time. I created the business, but I had huge dependency on parents and teachers. I started it. I started earning within 3 months, 2007 time frame, around 2.5 lakhs I earned, started earning because of my approach. But there was a lot of challenges in that business, and I had so much dependency on teachers and payment collection and staff, and I used to like my independence. And once the business picked up, I didn't enjoy that. Every day was becoming a botheration for me. I was like, everything was becoming work, and it cannot be left on staff because the children were coming there. It was a huge responsibility. Without thinking, I just created that business, right? But I was not passionate about it. So when you're passionate about it, if a dance teacher opens such a center, if a yoga teacher opens such a center, they are so passionate about it. They will do events. They will try to bring a lot more energy into the show. They will keep it going. They will engage the community. They will build the community. For me, it was just a social venture, not even a business. It was just, I had time, I had idea, I had money. And my personal need that, okay, I don't have to go 5-6 kilometers in Bangalore traffic for my children for classes because I was running the IT company. So I will create something so my children will get good attention. With that intention, I started that. And if I make money, I thought I will do some social work. But small business, so many lessons it taught me. It taught me to deal with people. I used to spend without thinking, and that business made me think how people think before spending. So huge learnings. I was not passionate. I simply saw an opportunity and ventured. So ran for 1 year, closed. Our gold and diamond franchisee, not my passion. But because I want a more growing and giving world. It's a business of prosperity. Maybe I was meant to do it. Okay, because that business took us all together in different level in entrepreneurship. Okay, then I took a franchisee of a mass ice cream brand. I was not passionate about it. Simply, we had some money. Instead of putting in stock market or real estate, don't put all your eggs in same basket. So we were trying to get some money parking in real estate, some money parking in businesses, some money parking in stock. So it was like, okay, franchising was working for us. So we took up a master franchisee of an ice cream brand. But I was not passionate about food. That also became a jig business. Different challenges, low ticket product, 80 rupees ka ice cream, selling 80 rupees ka ice cream and selling 5 lakh, 10 lakh ka diamond necklace, then my software tools 20 lakhs, 40 lakhs and above. Right? So what happened? There was no, we set it up. I like creating stuff, set it up, but management was a headache. So I had to sell it off. Then started apparel. Not passionate about clothing. So whatever in 2015, whatever was working, we kept that. Whatever was not working, we either closed or sold. So my husband always used to tell me that, Vandana, you are either Brahma or you are Mahesh, and I become the Vishnu. You create and you destroy. Destroy in the sense transform. Something is not working. You don't have to carry the baggage, because now you have to open, now what to do, it is making losses, continue to make losses, you are not happy, continue to be in that business because you created something. No, you should know when to cut off. So you have to play all the 3 roles in your business. And I am telling you, don't call your business your baby. A lot of people say my business is my baby. My insight is, never call your business your baby. Will you sell your baby? Will you kill your baby? No. In business, you need to take tough decisions. Selling your business, shutting it off, heart shut with losses. And that is why people get so emotionally attached to their business that they are not able to come out of it. Right? So very important, what are you passionate about? If you are passionate about something, see, I'm really passionate about, I was always a teacher. I didn't know that. My first job was a lecturer in engineering college, and I was a great teacher. My second job was a lecturer, again teaching Y2K technologies in Ahmedabad, again a teacher. And I got into TCS because of my teaching skills. But I never realized that I'm passionate. I didn't know I'm passionate about teaching. I didn't know that at all. For me, it was like I am doing some low-level job. It was like that for me at that point in time, because somehow my belief system was that people who are not able to do good in life become teachers. That somehow, I don't know from where I had that belief. So I was looking for high-profile jobs. And after doing all this jugglery, doing very well in corporate, having 7 years of entrepreneur, 11 years of 14 years of entrepreneurship, but 7 businesses in 11 years. Okay. Finally, what am I doing now, which I'm really passionate about? I keep ideating, I keep improvising, I keep bringing a lot of new things, because this is what this truly fulfills me.